What's up, legends? My name is T, and welcome to BetCartel Fight Club. International Fight Week, UFC 317. We're talking Saturday night, early Sunday morning for us in Europe, June 29th. This card is absolute heat. 2 title fights, rising prospects, and potential chaos written all over it. But as always, we're not just here to watch the fights, we're here to make money. Today, I'll break down the full main card for UFC 317, starting with the early main card fights and finishing with the co-main and main event. After that, I'll drop 3 different free leg accumulators. First, a safe bet accumulator. Second, a value bet accumulator. And third, a risky bet accumulator for those of you who like to take long shots. Every pick today comes with accurate decimal odds at the time of recording. But remember, odds do move, so shop around, use your brain, and only choose the bets that resonate with you. Let's start with the main card predictions. Let's get straight into it. First up, Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lima at bantamweight. Talbot is a problem for this division. His striking is clean, his volume is so high, and he really carries a lot of knockout power. Lima, on the other hand, is making his UFC debut on short notice. While he's got a good regional record, the jump in competition here is real. For me, this is Talbot's fight to lose. I'm picking Peyton Talbot to win, with a method of victory lean towards KO or TKO at odds of 2.1. Straight money line on Talbot sits around 1.5. For those looking at the totals, the under 2.5 rounds is sitting at 1.8, which I like given Talbot's finishing ability and Lima's short prep time. Next, we've got Beneil Dariush versus Renato Moicano at lightweight. Moicano's biggest weapon here is his grappling. His ability to take the back and finish fights with submissions is elite level. Dariush has looked shop-worn in recent fights. That chin has been cracked too many times, and his reaction time seems to be slowing. For me, the pick is Renato Moicano by submission at 2.5. With his general moneyline price sitting around 1.7. If you're looking at totals, the under 2.5 rounds comes in at 1.9, which makes sense given how vulnerable Dariush has looked when hit clean or put in a bad grappling spot. Moving on, Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van at flyweight. This is one of the closest line fights on the main card. Royval brings UFC experience, cardio, and one of the most awkward striking styles in the division. Van, on the flip side, is a young volume machine with great pressure and big upside. But this is a serious step up in competition for him. Given Royval's durability, pace, and creative striking, I'm picking Brandon Royval to win by decision at 2.2, with his straight money line sitting at 1.8. The over 2.5 rounds sits at 1.7, which makes sense because both guys are scrappy and durable, and Van is hard to put away. Now the co-main event. Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Kara-France for the flyweight title. Pantoja is one of the best backtakers and submission specialists at flyweight. Kara-France has sharp hands and genuine knockout power for the division. But let's be real, the grappling mismatch here is significant. My pick is Pantoja to win by submission at 2, with his straight money line currently sitting at 1.6. If you're betting the total rounds, the under 3.5 rounds is around 1.85, and that feels like a fair line given how both guys fight. One note, if Kai can keep this standing and land that signature right hand, he's live for the upset. But I trust Pantoja's grappling path here. And finally, the main event, Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight championship. Ilia is undefeated, has been calling for this title shot, and looks like he's entering his prime. His pressure, power, and accuracy are real problems for any lightweight. Oliveira, as we know, is always live for chaos. He's dangerous in scrambles and can submit anyone, but he also gets dropped and hurt in almost every big fight he's in. I see Ilia getting to him earlier. My pick is Topuria to win by KO at 1.8, with his straight money line at 1.4. The under 2.5 rounds sits at 1.75. And that feels like a strong angle for those who like betting the total. All right, here's the fun part. let's build the ACCA options. Let's start with the safe bet accumulator. This is for those of you who want to stay conservative and build your bankroll with more likely outcomes. First up, we're taking Ilia Topuria to win, currently priced at 1.4. Topuria's unbeaten streak, finishing ability, and momentum heading into this fight make him a solid anchor for any accumulator. Next, we'll add Alexandre Pantoja to win at 1.6. The champ's grappling edge and recent form suggest he's gonna get the job done and defends that flyweight belt. And to finish off the safe three-legger, we're locking in Peyton Talbot to win at 1.5. Talbot's facing a UFC newcomer, and with his striking arsenal, he should handle business here. When you combine the three selections, you're looking at total odds of around 3.36. A tidy little banker for fight night. Now let's push things a little with the value bet accumulator, where we target better payouts with slightly more risk. First leg, we're going with Renato Moicano to win by submission at 2.5. Given Dariush's declining durability and Moicano's killer grappling, this line offers great value for a likely path to victory. Next, let's take Brandon Royval to win by decision at 2.2. With his experience, movement, and awkward striking style, Royval has all the tools to output Van over 3 rounds. And finally, let's tack on an under 2.5 rounds in the Topuria vs Oliveira fight at 1.75. Both guys are fast starters, both can finish, and neither tends to go the distance when things get chaotic. Put all three together, and you're looking at total odds of around 9.63. That's value for those wanting bigger returns without going full Hail Mary. And for the adrenaline junkies out there, here's your risky bet accumulator. Long odds, low probability, but a high reward if it lands, and this could land. First, Kai Kara-France to win at 2.3. He's the underdog. With his power and improved takedown defense, an upset over Pantoja is live. Next, we're adding Joshua Van to win at 2. Again, this is riskier, but if he can outwork Royval and keep it standing, he could edge the fight on volume. And to cap it off, let's roll with Charles Oliveira to win by submission at 3.5. We've seen Topuria get caught before, and if Charles turns this into a scramble fest, the sub is always on the table. Combine all three, and you're looking at juicy odds of 16.10. Again, choose the prices and the pieces that resonate with you. You don't need to play every leg. Build your bet slip around the angles that fit your risk level and bankroll strategy. That's how you become a sharp, top-level bettor. If you like these predictions and betting angles, make sure you check out BetCartel.net. That's your central hub for getting access to our approved sportsbooks, sorted by your country, offering the best odds and sign-up bonuses near you. The link's in the description. Also, let me shout out OddsJam, the tool we personally use to track live line movement and sharp plays and make sure we're locking in the best value. OddsJam scans thousands of sportsbooks in real time, giving you actionable betting data at scale. There's a 7-day free trial, and if you decide to stick with it, use promo code CARTEL for 35% off. A free trial means you've got nothing to lose. And now, there's no excuse for not hunting consistent profit. Jump into our free Telegram group, link also in the description. And remember, if you sign up to OddsJam through our link, you unlock BetCartel Premium for free, where we drop exclusive betting systems, player props, and bankroll optimization strategies. That's it for UFC 317 Fight Week. Get in, get paid, get out, Godspeed.